welcome back. I hope you've all had a great week in the market. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about how to safeguard your cryptocurrency this bull cycle. Hopefully you make a ton of wealth in the cryptocurrency market, and this strategy that I'm about to lay out are things that I personally do, right? And the first one is diversifying the exchanges that I use. Now, you've probably heard before, never use a centralized exchange, never store your coins on a centralized exchange, etc. Now that sounds good, but it's not that practical. Why? Because you need exchanges to sell your cryptocurrency when you're ready to cash out. You may only be able to buy certain cryptocurrencies on certain exchanges, right? So at some point, you will probably need a centralized exchange. Now, typically, people go for the largest exchanges, right? The most well-known exchanges. Now, the FTX scenario, the exchange that basically went bankrupt, and there was some dubious activity happening with FTX, is a reason why you never put all your eggs in one basket, no matter how well known, no matter how credible the name may seem at the time. So I like to diversify. Now, typically I will only have, capital on exchanges for short periods of times, for a short period of time. So if I'm looking to cash out, or if I'm, want to be able to buy cryptocurrency quickly, if a dip happens, etc., I want some liquidity on exchanges so I could take advantage of these opportunities and also have certain exchanges to cash out of. Now, there's the top two, which is Binance and Coinbase. Now, it depends on where you are in the world. It depends what exchange you're going to have access to. But typically, if you're, let's say, using Bybit, then it might be good to also have an account with OKX. Let's say you're using Kraken, then it may be a good opportunity to also have an account with Qcoin, or split between the two. Likewise, if you use Coinbase, it might be a good idea to also use Binance as well, right? So I like to diversify just in case, right? So that's number one, diversifying the centralized exchanges that one uses. Now, second on how to safeguard your cryptocurrency assets is software wallets. Now, software wallets, I'm sure you've all heard of these. You've heard of metmask, you would have heard of Exodus wallet, you would have heard of Coinbase wallet. Now, this is an inexpensive way of essentially storing your cryptocurrency without having to buy a hardware wallet. We'll talk about hardware wallets shortly, but some of the ones I use would be Coinbase wallet, metmask wallet, and Exodus wallet, right? These are the three software wallets I use. So Coinbase wallet, MetaMask, and Exodus. Now, again, similar to the first point, I like to diversify. I always like to diversify. I never want to put all my eggs in one basket. Now, like I said, I haven't said it yet, but one thing you need to understand is if you're somebody that is, you struggle managing one platform, or you struggle using one device, or you struggle storing your password, your seed phrases, etc., then it might be a good idea to only have one or two max. So you don't want to go crazy just because I'm doing it. Again, this is what I'm personally doing, but if you're someone that struggles with this kind of stuff, then maybe it's best to just have one software wallet, and that could be MetaMask, for example, or it could be Coinbase. It just depends on what you are familiar with. The ones I use are Exodus, MetaMask, and Coinbase wallet, right? So that's software wallets. Now, number two is going to be hardware wallet, right? And hardware wallet, this is a physical device that you can buy to store your crypto on. Now, there's Ledger Nano, there's Trezor, there's a few other ones. Nano, the one I use. Ledger Nano is the one I use. I think it's the number one, but most of these will work just as well. Again, it depends on your region, what you have access to, etc. But similarly with the last example, I like to have at least two of anything, right? So just in case, let's just say your software wallet, something bad happens, you forget your seed phrase. Okay, well, you have on your nanoledger. Let's say your nanoledger, is lost. You forget your seed phrase. Okay, at least you have some money on a software wallet, or you have some money on an exchange, right? So you're well diversified. So if one ship sinks, you have another ship to keep you afloat. This is I hope you're following the strategy here, right? In the last bull cycle, a lot of people, unfortunately, relied on one safeguard, right? And unfortunately, a lot of people lost money with certain things. We're going to talk about staking, liquidity pools, all these kind of things. And as I said, keeping all your money on an exchange, again, in my opinion, is extremely risky, as shown from the previous cycle, because anything can happen, right? And we'll talk about the biggest threats shortly. Now, hardware wallets, you could have one or two or none, actually. If you have a software wallet, you may not need a hardware wallet, but this is just an option as well, right? So that's how you can store your cryptocurrency, and the main strategy to deploy to ensure, let's say, something really bad happens and you forget your seed phrase and you lose your password, at least you may have some money on exchange or some money on software wallet, etc., right? So that's that. Now, the biggest threats this bull cycle, they haven't actually changed that much. They're going to be staking, they're going to be participating in liquidity pools, they're going to be stable coins. These are going to be some of the biggest threats. These are going to be some of the biggest reasons why a lot of people just lose their entire crypto net worth. So try to be careful, right? So when you see, let's just say you see a project or a staking pool, liquidity pool, or something that's offering, let's say, 100% APY per month. Now, again, if it sounds too good to be true, even in crypto land, it usually is. This is one of the reasons why I actually didn't, stake Luna, when I believe Luna was offering 20% APY or APR. I'm not sure whether it was monthly or yearly, but the APY was so high, and this is obviously the percentage that they pay you for staking. It was so high, I thought to myself, there's no way this can be sustained. I didn't participate in it, and then guess what happens? That ended up going to zero, right? So sometimes your gut feeling, you have to listen to it. So be very, very careful. This is actually going to be one of the biggest reasons why a lot of you end up losing your entire crypto net worth. It's not necessarily going to be a crypto hack or your exchange going down. It's probably going to be a staking. It's going to be related to maybe a stable coin collapsing. It could be related to some type of scam or something along these lines. And we're going to talk about this more in depth in our Crypto Crew Premium channel, because now that you know how to safeguard your cryptocurrency, you're going to want to know how to actually create that success and that wealth from the crypto market to actually store. It's all well and good understanding and listening to this information, but if you don't have any wealth built up in the cryptocurrency space, then this is largely irrelevant. So watch the video below, find out how you can make $100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. That video is available. Watch that. And we have 2 cryptocurrency projects that are available for entry right now in Crypto Crew Premium. These are rapid growth micro cap projects that we anticipate breaking out very, very soon. So don't make the mistake that you made with our last call. We issued the warning. The very next day, it went up 40%. So I'll see you all in Crypto Crew Premium. And we're going to talk more in depth about those threats that are facing us this bull cycle. So speak to you all soon. Until next update, seize the day.